Hello everyone, welcome to CAD 112, and we're jumping in to the first little project here, project 1A, scale the model on the sheet. And it's basically going back to some of the fundamentals you learned in the class previous to this one. You're going to take Inventor, you're going to take the model from IPT, you're going to transfer it onto an IDW sheet. You're going to get the right size sheet, like when you're talking A, B, C, D, E size. You're going to actually take and place that model on the sheet, and you're going to put it into orthographic projection. And we're going to talk more about that here in the next little bit. But that's all. We've already got the drawing here, and I just want you to be able to transfer that onto that IDW sheet. Now, this is in inches, standard inches. So when we do this, first I've got to download, and make sure you got your Inventor software downloaded. That's going to be really important. If you don't, please let me know. But we're jumping in, and what I want to do is just click on this, download, and right here it is. And if you'll notice, if I hit open file, it might throw that error up because it doesn't know what program I'm wanting to use with it, okay? If it does, that's fine. This saves to download. So just come over here, go to your downloads. Right here it is, part 1. If I click on there, it's going to throw me another error. What's here? Oh, man. So what I do is have my Inventor already opened, and I need to do that. I need to open my Inventor. So I'm going to type in Inventor software. Here it is. And we'll let it go ahead and open up. And as soon as it does, I want to right click on this and open with, and I'll find that app, Autodesk Inventor, and I shouldn't have any problems opening it up. So software looks like it's about got opened. So I go to my download file, right click, and y'all see open with. And you're going to have that happen with several files when you work in this field long enough, but this is a way around it. And if it's not showing up, because I've got it open, it's going to show up here. But if I don't, I hit more apps and I can search for it. So I hit that, OK. And this thing should begin to open up in Inventor. There it is. It is a collet that, you know what I'm talking about, like a pencil holder, like a drafting pencil. You got that lead, and you put it in, and this will squeeze it and keeps it from moving. It's just a collet. It keeps things from moving out. It tightens up on them. So it's one piece of it. If you hit Shift, hold down your center wheel, you can take and rotate this thing right around. Take a look at it. Okay. So again, we're going to take this and we are going to put it on an IDW drawing. So I hit File, New, and this is in standard inches, so this is going to be pretty easy to do here. You know, we are in English, standard IPT. I need the IDW, which is right here, inch IDW. Okay. And you'll notice it automatically defaults open a D size paper. It's large. If you'll notice back here at our instructions, it tells us to use a B size paper scaled 2:1. And they're wanting us to put this in orthographic layout. Okay. So orthographic layout, and some of the other classes you've covered that, but orthographic layout is when you take something 3D and you convert it into 2D projection so that it can be manufactured or constructed, okay? It makes it flat so that you can get measurements on it and you're looking directly at it in the view that it's looking at you, and that way it makes it easier for the technician to be able to make that object. So with that said, we have to be on B size paper 2:1. So let's go on here. Change this to B size. It's on D. You come over here and you guys notice that this right here is your drawing 1. We haven't saved it yet, but that'll change if you save the name to it. But right here is where you go. Just right click on this and come down to Edit Sheet. And you're going to change this one from D size to B, which is 11 by 17. You automatically see there. That's right. You can change it around to portrait and landscape, and it'll change those. There's other options here, but exclude it from the printing, exclude from count. No, I don't want that. The count right here, your sheet, if I keep on adding sheets, you all have seen that in classes before. It'd be like 1 of 2, 1 of 3, 1 of 4. If you had 4 sheets, you all see what I'm saying? But if you exclude it, it won't name this one in here. But we don't want to do that. I don't exclude it from printing either. So what I want to do is just now OK. And there's my B-size paper. And also my title block, you notice it's large. If I want to change it, just right click and delete it. Oh, it's gone. Where'd it go? If you go up here to drawing resources, there's all kinds of resources, title block, and you see that was the large one we had in there. I just want to use the regular one, so I got more room to work, more room to annotate, okay? So with that said, let's go grab this thing, and to do that, you just come over to Base, and you come in here, and most of the time, if you've opened it up, it'll automatically be right there, but if not, you click on this and you find it, okay? But anyhow, it's opened up already. I don't have to go look for it. I want to take, and it's 5 to 1, but you can come over here to this little guy. I want to turn it around here. Let's see. Let's try to find a good looking. I like that. It looks pretty good. And if you click on the shade it, it'll be shaded, and I hit OK. That looks good. Now, if you click on those where it's perforate, right click, go to Edit View. You can also turn on the scale underneath of this. And I think that's here it is. I think it's very important to have that scale underneath that if it's any different from the original scale. Now I think this was a 2 to 1. 2 to 1. So I mean really I didn't have to do that because it's going to be the same size as I bring my parts in. Now this thing is going to be, I'll bring a base in when I do my orthographics. Now orthographics, we're going to talk about that a little bit more, but it's like using, like I said, the 2D, like we're going to use our top, front, and right side, and third angle projection is what we're using. Those are the most used orthographics. You got 6 views of any object, and top, front, right side, left, back, rear. You've got all those views, but always top, front, and right side is just a mirror image of the other 3 views. So there's no sense of reinventing the wheel, folks. So I want to put this in here. Let's try to find the best looking view. That looks pretty good, doesn't it, or with a front view? Most of the time it's what it looks like in its normal position with the most detail. If I go with that, I got some hidden lines. Let's see what it looks like this way. I think for the front view, I'm going to use this. I'm just going to use the side of it. Yeah, that looks fine right there. Open that up for a front view, and but really, I believe I would have done a section view on this, but it's something we're going to get to a little later on. But I want to project this one up. You see what I mean? Project, and it's going to be straight line with it. Click with my left mouse button and right click, and then create. Oh yeah, that's looking good. And I always stretch them out so I can put, enough annotations and stuff in there to cover what I need. Project over. Create. So, that's basically the way. And of course, we could do the left side and the bottom, but and the rear view of it, but we don't need it. They're just going to be mirror images. So that's basically, folks, what I'm having you guys to do in this drawing. Now, also, we could fill out this box a little bit better. We can right-click up here and come down to Eye Properties, and you could fill out some of this information, like what the title of this thing is. I can't remember exactly what that part was. Holder, manager, company, categories, keywords, all that good stuff. Part number, we'll say it's 1A. Description, revision number was 1. I mean, you can come right through here. You can even do a estimate cost and all kinds of things. You know, it's really cool. It's a really cool program. But when I hit apply, you'll notice it'll add whatever I put into it. Y'all see drawing number 1A, and we'll go back here and let's give it a title. Well, it is. There's holder right there. It come in there. So pretty cool. So just get in there and toy around with some things on there. Got the scale automatically, 1-to-1 scale, or one sheet of 1 I just have one page. So this is the first thing I want you to do. And what I want you to do is File, Save As. I'm sorry. You got to go File, Save Copy As. Do what I want to do. Save Copy As. I want to switch this one to a PDF. And save. And that's how I want you to turn this in as a PDF. It makes things a little easier. So now, I'm not for sure where it saved it to, so I look back and see CAD 201 Module 7 is where it's got it saved at. Module 7. So just remember that. And whenever you guys go in there to open it up, 201 folder. I have to go in there and look that up. CAD 201. Was it Module 7? I think it was. And right there's my PDF of it, of Part 1. And I want you to submit that to me, okay? Make sure it's on B-size paper and everything is scaled accurately. I was just making sure that you know how to do this before we go on. If you have any questions, just let me know.